There are certain themes in fashion that designers return to over and over again. It can be easy to feel that some subjects have been done to death and should be avoided. But often these subjects are fertile ground, and designers return to them for a reason. However, you don't want to rehash someone else's old work. Finding a new angle feels like a good design challenge. For example, you could take something as groundbreaking as florals and see what you can come up with. Start by drawing flowers from memory, almost as a way to clear out the cliches from the beginning. Make friends with your local flower seller, walk the aisles at your garden centre, and if you can, buy some flowers to draw for yourself. And then take the time to look, really look hard at them, look closely at them and look closer again. Draw them by themselves, rather than trying to interpret them as clothes straight away. The part that surprised me about this exercise was the layers, the 3 ways of zooming into flowers. I think of this as a large, medium and small view of flowers. First impression was the overall shape or silhouette viewed as a whole. The second impression was the shapes within this silhouette, the petals, the leaves, the mini flowers within the overall structure. The third impression was the tiny details that exist at an even smaller level. Tiny bobbly heads coated with pollen, minuscule fringes or embossed leaves. This large, medium, small view actually perfectly parallels with fashion garments. The large view, our first impression, may be the overall silhouette. The medium view is the components within this, the collar, cuffs, pockets and sleeves. Elements that give the overall silhouette its shape and also need to be considered in their own right. And the small view is the little details. Tiny buttons, exquisite piping, perfectly formed bound buttonholes. And suddenly, it doesn't matter if I come up with designs I like based on flowers. But I do like the fact that now whenever I think about clothes, I can think of them on 3 levels. 3 different levels of zooming in. I can consider a garment that isn't working and think, is it the overall shape, the components within it, or the tiny details? Honestly, I don't think anyone is going to have a breakthrough moment in only half an hour on flowers. There are so many ways to approach it, so many tangents worth exploring. Do you think about the colours, the textures, the habitats of the flowers and their cultural significance to that region, or the symbolism of different types of flowers in different contexts? Do you have an early memory of flowers? Do you associate an emotion with them? In the end, the revelation may not just be that you find a new angle on florals. It may be that the process tells you something new about clothing design in general. Of course, it doesn't have to be flowers. It can be any theme for a fashion collection that you feel has been overused. Other themes from nature can work, such as feathers or under the sea, but it really could be anything. The 1960s, punks, futurism, bustles. In the gap between the common tropes of a theme and the designs that you come up with, you will find a little bit of yourself. So this experiment may not just help you to explore a theme, it may tell you something new about yourself as a designer.